Wren. I was eating bread and forgot and wasn't paying attention because bread. And now don't know. I don't remember what happened. So why don't we remember together?
Wait, you want me to be a distraction?
Yeah, you go in one door.
I go?
We all go in the
Beautiful.
other.
I got you. I'm going, and he
no.
jumps into the big circular portal in the middle of the room.
Whoa. We got rid of Mirror.
Okay, so eeny, meeny, miny, moe for a door that we go through, or?
I like that.
Yeah, there's technically 10 of them, so we could pick a number between 1 and 10.
Also, if this was a bad idea, it was not my idea.
I don't know. You led the charge here.
Did I?
Aren't most of our ideas bad ideas?
True.
We are not known for making good decisions.
You all step out through the door and find yourself nestled in a grove of trees. Just beyond the tree line, there appears to be a large city.
See, the way they trimmed all the bushes and the trees and stuff away from the town, and since we're looking up at it, it's going to make it look bigger than what it actually is.
Usually why you trim it.
What do rooms cost at this fine establishment for a night?
Oh, well, yeah, about that. The rooms, they all kind of cost, depends on what kind of room you want to get.
I twitch a little bit.
We thought it was just a couple of days.
How did you, get knocked on the head or something? Because I don't know how you use a couple of days with 9 months.
Let's just say that the arcane circle are a bunch of dicks.
Oh.
I'll take a sip and just kind of swish it around in my mouth for a second before swallowing.
Okay. It tastes very much like berries that are just a little bit expired. Like they're just a little old. You get a hint, just the tiniest hint of deer urine.
All right.
And then the taste of fermented apples.
This is delicious. I continue drinking the bottle.
Beautiful. Give me a Constitution saving.
6.
Okay, that's all I needed. You'll find out later. He's gonna walk upstairs to see Ritz learning how to play a pan flute, and he's okay at it. Surprisingly good. 9 months? You leave us abandoned for 9 months, and I find you drinking and partying one town over? In the entryway is Mila Swiftarrow. Oh yeah, she has a sword out and a shield out, and she's gonna look over to the bards and say, "Your intel was good, as promised. He'll pay. You're under arrest by order of Captain Devlin and the Ironclad Legion."
Sal will raise his head up like he's looking at the ceiling, and then after a brief pause, he'll lower his head down to his chin and say, "So be it," and he'll hold his hands out, empty, out in front of him like he's waiting to be manacled.
She's gonna step forward and try and put manacles on you.
As soon as she gets in arm's reach, I'm gonna grab her.
So we're gonna start by having everybody roll initiative.
Oof.
19.
16.
6.
You say 7, Ren?
Yeah.
What did Sal get? Oh,
11.
11. Beautiful. So Sal, what did you try and do when Mila went over to shackle you?
I was gonna try to grapple her.
Do it up.
That's just a straight attack roll, right?
I think it's contested strength, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like using Lewis as my DM guide. I'll open the book and just ask a question and Lewis answer.
What I'm here for, it's what I get paid.
Yeah. What'd you roll?
16.
Ooh. You grapple Mila.
All right. Yeah. As I'll try to grab a hold of her so she can't get to her weapons. I understand how this looks. Let us explain. We can help if you let us. That's all I got.
Okay. So you're not hurting her, you're just grabbing her?
Yeah.
You don't.
He's trying to stop her from hurting us.
So it is now the top of the order. That was a surprise. And one of the guards, he steps forward with his sword and he runs up and yells at you, "Stand down! Let her go, or else." And I'm assuming you don't just let her go.
Oh, no.
Alright, it is Mila's turn. She is going to try and strength to get out of it. So I need you to give me another strength check.
All right. 30-20.
So she tries to get free and you hold her tight and she yells out, "Get him! Get him!" And the other guard is a woman. She steps forward with her sword and takes a swing at you, Sal. Or actually, sorry, she has a warhammer. She steps in, takes a swing. Does 9 hit your AC?
No. I was gonna ask. I'm assuming I'm not using my shield, so that would drop it 2, but that still puts me to 17.
Well, so she tries to swing her warhammer, and it just kind of, she's not very well trained in it, so she doesn't actually hit you with the hammer, and instead hits you with like the handle and overestimates how close she needs to be to you, and it kind of slides off of your metal body. And it is now.
When this is all over, and we're all laughing over a beer about this situation, maybe I'll show you how to use that thing.
He looks terrified. And outside the bar, Fritz, you hear the telltale sound of metal slapping against metal, and Chad is trying to usher you away.
I don't go back. I can't go. I gotta stick around.
Do you mean you can't go back into the tavern? Because that makes sense. You need to come with us.
I need to make sure my friends are safe. And I'm gonna peek through the window. And I want to pass Bless. We'll go Sal, Lyra. Who else is downstairs?
You can't see Lyra.
Okay.
You can only see Sal, Bramblespore, and Wren.
All right, those 3.
All right.
They get to add a D4 to any attack rolls or saving throws they make.
Beautiful. Chad will put his hand on your shoulder and be like, listen, if they just, I've got a plan. If they just give up, they'll be fine. They won't kill them yet. They're wanted, alive, not dead. And do you do anything else, Ritz?
I like to stare into his soul to see how sure he is about this. Can I insight him?
You can.
25.
He seems, from what you can gather just kind of by looking at him, he seems fairly sure about what he's saying, but not so sure about an overall plan. The part where they're wanted alive is true, but whether or not he's got a surefire plan is not at all completely true.
I'm gonna say, all right, look, I can't leave here without knowing my friends are safe, and I turn invisible.
All right, I'll be right back. He goes running off. Bramblespore, it is your turn. I am also going to tell you, you feel surprisingly focused. You have a feeling that you kind of almost had an elixir, and you now have advantage against any enemy who makes an attack against you for the next 10 minutes or so.
Okay. So, real quick, Sal's still trying to talk his way out of this, right?
Yep.
All right.
Seems like it, at
Then-
least. I can't tell you.
All right. Then I would like to hold action for now.
Okay.
So until someone makes some kind of aggressive move towards me, if that happens, then I would like to use my wild shape for the symbiotic entity, where I become like that mushroom creature.
Yes, this works.
Yeah.
But only if somebody like physically attacks you, or if somebody just even moves aggressively towards you.
I'll go with attacks.
Okay. Anything else?
I look at the guards and go, really, we can talk this through. You don't have to do this.
Sal, Bramblespore has tried to back up your play at talking it out. What are you gonna do? It's your turn.
I'll keep the dialogue on. I'm sorry we left you. That was one of the hardest things we've had to do. But we had to get that God's damned key away from the Legion. We didn't have a lot of time to make a decision. It wasn't a good decision. But if I had to do it again, I'd do the same thing. Maybe not the exact same thing. But I'd leave the town the same.
What a coincidence. What a coincidence. Unlike you, we did have a lot of time to sit and think about it, but we have a choice to make too. You had to go. We have to take you. It is what it is. Sorry. Now stand down. This doesn't have to be a problem.
It was a problem the moment that cocksucker came in and decapitated the druid and the cleric and laid siege to your town. I'm assuming that siege is complete. We can help you liberate it.
As if we haven't tried already. Wren, your turn.
Yeah. I have any spells that are helpful.
Yes.
She's gonna just kind of have a Eldritch Blast charged, but I'm gonna hold action. So there's like the sparkly bits around her hand, but not shooting them at anybody. Just kind of watching the 2 other soldiers.
All right. Lyra, you're up.
I'm still hidden, right? Like I don't.
Yep, nobody
No one knows
sees you
I'm
at the moment.
I don't want to come out yet, so I am going to.
That's a mood.
I'm going to I don't know. I'd probably do the same thing. Hold action with my short bow. Pull it back like I'm ready to fire if I need to, but just be prepared for if any aggression comes from the guards or Mila. Like, that's not verbal.
Now, are you holding it for if somebody attacks you? Or if somebody attacks...
No, if somebody attacks one of my friends. Or me.
Okay. So then we are back to the top of the order with guard guy number 1. And he kind of stumbles forward and takes a swing with his sword again at Sal. Jesus Christ. Sal, does a 1 hit your AC?
It does not.
All right, so that misses wildly and completely. I need you to make a strength roll for me.
21.
Mila wiggles some more and is trying to get out, and she is not able to get out. She's getting real mad. And the other one... Oh, go
I'll
ahead.
look back over my shoulder at the other two. Like, seriously, you two are way out of your depth here. You're going to get yourselves hurt. Just stop.
In response to that, the first one's Warhammer takes a swing at you and does a 10 hit your AC.
It does not.
Well, it's Ritz's turn now.
All right, and no one's taking damage, right?
Nope.
So the guard that just swung at him, I'm going to need him to make a dex save. Do I break invisibility when that happens?
Not with the cloak at the moment, no.
Okay.
I won't make you do that. So dex save,
Yes.
that's a 5.
He takes 5 damage.
He freaks out. No
And then I take
bueno.
cover. Bonus action, I hide. Because I'm a goblin and I can do that.
All right. Bramblespore, at the beginning of your turn, your stomach starts to turn a little bit, and that real good laser focused feeling you had, you start to realize that it is no longer as great of a feeling as you thought it was at the beginning. And just as a callback here, do you remember what you rolled for a Constitution saving throw shortly after drinking that particular deer urine and arsenic laced experimental wine?
I do not.
I do. It was a 6.
Of course you'd remember that.
So, Bramblespore, you begin violently shitting yourself,
All right.
and you no longer have advantage against any enemy making attack against you. And anybody in a 15-foot radius of Bramblespore now has disadvantage on all attacks because of how absolutely disgusting this is.
So gross.
Bramblespore, it's your turn now. You are violently shitting yourself.
And that's my turn.
All right. Sal, you are standing there holding Mila, and you hear just a little bit of what almost sounds like a frog, and then the smell hits you, and yeah, unfortunately, you realize Bramblespore is losing control of himself.
All right. I'll look over at the guard that just got sacred flamed. I told you. And then I'll start to drag Mila away from the shit volcano that is erupting behind me.
How far away do you get her? Do you take her outside that 15-foot radius?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get outside the 15-foot radius.
Okay, you are outside. You are at, what, say 20 feet away from Bramblespore now?
That'll work.
Okay.
Look, I want to come to a peaceful resolution to all this, and I really don't want to be standing in shit while we're talking about this.
All right.
I mean, you can keep it at 16 feet so she's still in the radius.
If push comes to shove, I'll like power bomb her back into the radius or something.
Ew.
All right.
It'd be worse than getting put through a table.
Really upset Jim is a man of his word about this. He said we'd be shitting ourselves, and he lived up to it. I respect
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I am not disappointed in that.
Red, it is your turn.
Corinne is going to pull up her like cloak shawl thing and kind of like over her nose and back up as fast as she can. Like, how close am I to the shit?
Right now, you're probably within like 10 feet, so you'd have to move about 5 feet away.
Yeah, she's going to move 5 feet backwards away and still be just kind of keeping an eye on the situation. I'm still holding action. I'm not going to shoot at the guys until they go after Sal.
Okay. Well, I mean, they've been going after Sal. They're just not hitting him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shoot until either they like seriously go at seem like they are a danger, to put it frankly, or Mila gets out and actually cause some damage.
Okay. That is Lyra's turn now. You see this disgusting scene.
Please tell me I'm outside the radius, though. Like, I'm just
Yes.
observing. Oh, thank God.
Yep.
I'm still going to wrap my cloak, like, up around my face just to preemptively save myself. And I saw the attacks on Sal, so I think the one that got hit with the Sacred Flame, I'm going to shoot an arrow at their, calf muscle.
Okay, roll it up.
So non-lethal.
I don't think you can do non-lethal with an arrow.
If I shoot at a calf muscle...
Not ranged attacks, unfortunately.
There was an entire episode of another podcast that we both listened to explicitly about this particular subject.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that makes me Tim. I'm Tim.
So...
Yeah, you are Tim. Does that make her Jennifer?
That's weird.
No, she could be Nika. Wait, that's kind of weird, too.
No.
She could be Michael.
Actually, no. She can be Nika. I want the money.
I rolled a 12 to hit.
That
sounds good. It's a good number.
does not hit.
Judge.
I'm kind of glad knowing after the fact that I couldn't make it non-lethal.
So you shoot an arrow at his calf and it bounces between his legs.
Okay. I guess that's gonna be it.
All right. We are back at the top of the order, and he looks down and sees the arrow fly between his legs. And then he looks up and locks eyes with you, Lyra. And he gives you this squint, like he recognizes who you are. And then he gags and he starts running, trying to run past you.
I wonder why.
Or he successfully makes it past Bramblespore. Does not feel great. Bramblespore, you get a chance to take an opportunity attack at him with disadvantage if you'd like.
All right, but I also get to use it because I'm assuming he started within 10 feet of me.
Yep.
So I also get to use Halo of Spores to do 1d4 necrotic damage to him.
Ooh, go ahead and do it.
So he has to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 20.
All right, cool. So he doesn't take that damage, but I do get to do my attack of opportunity.
Go ahead. With disadvantage, because you are actively shitting yourself. And I don't know how many times you've tried to fight somebody while you were in one of those particular situations, but I don't believe it is that easy.
It kind of is, actually.
Wait, are you telling me you've had 7 fights while you were in the middle of just uncontrollably shitting yourself?
Yeah.
Really?
I've lived a life. What can I say?
All right.
I was going to say, I've definitely had less than 7 of those. Also, I'm assuming a 7 doesn't hit.
A 7 does not hit.
And I'm really sad that I wasted a nat 20 on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, not really sorry, just a little sorry. So it's his turn still, so he's going to continue running past you and run over to Lyra, and he's going to swing his sword at Lyra. He's now outside of your thing, and Lyra, that is a 19. Does that hit your AC?
Yep.
That is... Finally, now they're doing stuff. That is 10 damage.
10.
Oh, yeah, he slices right at you, and he gets you right across your chest. It is no fun. Then, Sal, I need you to give me another strength check. God damn it.
Sal, just choke her out already. Let her take a nap.
18.
Yep, Mila is perpetually in a bear hug. That is lovely. The other one is gonna she is freaking out, and she turns. Let's see how she does on her feet here. Okay, she turns to Bramblespore.
Yes.
And takes a step, and then slips in what is currently on the ground because of you.
Ew.
And she freaks out and drops her warhammer, and that's her turn. So, Ritz, it's your turn again.
The one fighting Sal is still up, right?
The guy that you hit with your sacred flame, he has run away and is just hit Lyra with his sword.
Oh, how far is he?
About 45 feet. He's all the way across the bar.
He's gonna hear a ringing in his head, and he needs to do a wisdom save. DC 14.
Is nat 20.
Oh,
Oof.
screw you. All right, that's it. I sit out here. Sad goblin.
Just so you can see.
Wait, you said Lyra's been hit?
Yep, for 10 damage.
Oh, bonus action. I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
You don't have to do that,
I do, and now she gains 8 life.
Oh,
She's gonna hear booyah chanting in the back of her mind.
And do you do any move? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm still safely just keeping an eye out from out here. Cover fire.
All right, Sal. No, sorry, Bramblespore. I misread. It is your turn.
All right.
You have a very grossed out girl sitting right in front of you, prone, sitting in for lack of a better term, your mess.
I mean, that's essentially fertilizer, right?
If it were a little bit more firm, it might be.
I'm gonna go with yes. So I'm gonna wild shape into my symbiotic entity.
Beautiful. I need you to know that even while wild shaped, this is continuing.
That's fine, but I figure if I'm already, covered in shit, might as well grow into a giant mushroom creature.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, especially to the person that just slipped and fell in it right in front of me.
Right.
And can I use a bonus action to pick up her, what was it, Warhammer?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Okay. You have picked up her Warhammer. You doing anything with it?
Oh, not yet. The main action was the wild shape, so.
Wow. Okay. Then, now it's Sal's turn.
I'm being serious, Milo. We can help. We can help liberate your town. None of us wanted anything that's happened here to transpire the way it has. Let's fix this together.
What? How are you holding her? Are you like holding her around her, like facing you, or are you holding her like from behind?
I'd imagine that each one of my hands has one of her wrists, and it's like one of those, like we're facing each other, and I'm trying to keep her from hurting herself or me.
Okay, so she's not like being held up against you in a bear hug. You're like holding her, restraining her arms out to the side.
Yeah.
Okay, she's just continuing to wiggle. You're still trying to talk your way out of it?
Yep.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, this is going to be horrible. Rolled a 14 for a total of 13.
She's gonna look at you almost completely filled with rage and say, "You don't understand. I don't have a choice. Give yourselves up now."
How can we give you a choice? Did they do something to you? Is it a magical compulsion? Like what? You're right, I don't understand. Help me understand.
And she looks at you, and you almost see a tear going down her face. And she looks down and then looks back up and keeps trying to wiggle free. And unless you're doing anything else, it'll be Wren's turn.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okie dokie. Wren, you have a dude that ran past Bramblespore to the other side of the room that is swinging on Lyra, a girl that's down on the floor, and Sal's still holding on to Mila. I think Wren is completely grossed out with the situation. Cat?
Just typing.
Oh. Aw. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Audio is borked. We all know that's not true. It's just because I made a real gross situation.
You are a real gross situation.
That's fair. Heather would have left too if she knew that I wouldn't grab her and sit her right back down on her computer.
Okay, I don't know why my mic was muted.
My money's
but-
on Heather. She would beat you up.
Oh, absolutely.
We appreciate the
Right, we all-
confidence, guys.
A sight we all get to see relatively soon.
Hey, everybody shut up. Cat's trying to talk.
But sorry, my mic's been muted for a while because I've been like, I have a held action. Can I shoot at the guy who's beating up Lyra? I have a held mic. And like, you guys kept ignoring me, so I was like, fine.
I promise you, we didn't hear any of that.
Not a single
I guess
thing.
my audio wasn't working.
Listen,
Like,
we're assholes, but we're not that big of assholes.
Well, somebody said something about like it would hit her too, and I thought you were talking about Lyra getting hit by the Eldritch Blast. I was like, okay, fair. And then like you moved to somebody else. I'm like, wait, but I have a held action. Like what? God damn it!
I'm going to assume you want to shoot your Eldritch Blast at the
Yes.
guy.
Well, no. And also, like, and then when it went to me, I had a stunning leap of logic that I said, and then there was just this really long silence. So I thought I just stunned you into silence with my.
What was the leap of logic?
I have held it is now my turn, and I have held 2 turns, so can I hit him with 3 Eldritch Blasts?
Go for it.
Yes! Can I do these non-lethally?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't
Dim's
think
game.
Can I try not to kill him? Or, like, can you warn me if one of them is about to, like, what's his HP?
Wow.
Correct.
How far will he cave?
Let's just say that no, you cannot do non-lethal Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Okay, so I'm going to send the first one.
You can, however, try and stabilize him with medicine if you kill him.
Does an 11 hit?
11 does not hit.
Okay, there is the second one. Does 15 hit?
A 15 does hit.
Okay. That's 2.
Oof, he's very ouched.
All right, and then 7 doesn't hit.
7 does not hit.
Okay. Well, 2 shot right past him, and then 1 just kind of smacked him on the head.
So now it should. Nah, I'm not gonna let her roll anything. They didn't go right past him into her, did they?
No.
No, I'm just messing. Do you do anything else? Movement.
So when Bramblespore shapeshifted into the shitting
Mushroom Man.
mushroom man,
The shiitake mushroom man.
did he get any bigger, or has the shit spread basically?
Yeah, it's
Yes to both.
very. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Wren is going to scramble more away, kind of go more to the side and get up on a table
Perfect.
to get away from the shitty shit.
All right. Lyra, you have a guy right in front of you that just got blasted in the back of the head.
And just sliced me open.
Well, not all the way, but the
Well-
dogs, the way the dog slashes when he paws at me. Yeah, that kind of slice. It didn't get everything.
Only a flesh wound. It's okay.
Feel
I
like-
healed it.
I know you healed it after, but I feel like a third of my HP is not just a little scratch from a dog.
What about that one lady who lost all of her limbs because of a dog lick and the bacteria?
Well, we're not.
Yeah, that's a good
listen,
point.
We're
Yeah.
not talking about her.
I
Anyways,
am just now.
what is around me? Is there are there bottles or ropes or
Yep, there's
vegetables
bottles.
or what? Okay.
There's bottles and plates and cups and
Person with
This
a
is
sword.
Is one within reach of me?
yes.
Okay. I am going to grab a bottle and smash it over its head.
Do you want an improvised weapon attack?
Yes. I don't know what that is.
No, that's fine.
I don't want to kill him. I just want to knock him out.
I
or
mean,
something.
any melee weapon you can choose to make non-lethal.
Okay, then you know what? I'll do. Okay, I have a better plan. I'm gonna
Okay.
grab my dagger and bop him on the head with the non-sharp end. The blunt
hilt?
end. Yeah, the hilt. I'm gonna
Okay.
bop him on the head with the hilt.
Do it up. Roll.
Non-lethally stab him in the neck. It's melee.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you're not going to stab him with the pointy end.
No, is that still? Do I still roll like I would?
Yep.
Okay, so a 7.
That does not hit.
Darn it.
Guys, we need you guys and these characters to roll better. Except for Sal. Sal's rolling fine. I need him to stop.
Yeah, have you guys been adding your +4 to your rolls besides Lyra?
I
'Cause I can't
can't.
see her.
Yeah.
I have not, but also I don't think anyone wants me rolling in general right now.
Just roll around like a pig in a sty. You got
In
this.
his eye.
Yep.
At least your warhammer is gonna have poison damage.
Yeah. So it is the top of the round, and this boy does another swing at Lyra. Lyra does 3 hit your AC.
Nope.
So he swings his sword and misses. Mila is going to, again, need Sal to roll a strength check for the love of Christ.
Oh shit! 8.
Mila
number.
wriggles free of Sal's grasp and kind of makes you break your hold on her just by thrashing. And she looks at you in the eye, and you can see almost a little bit of pain. Like she doesn't want to have to do what she has to do, but you can almost tell that she feels like she has no choice. She is committed to this course of action, and she whips out a longsword.
How long?
Oh, it's long. And Sal does. That is a 21. Hit your AC.
Oh yeah, that'll hit.
Right. Now we schmovin'. Oh, I know. That is 10 damage to Sal. Mutations.
Got it.
And she goes, just stop. I don't want to have to do this. I'm
Neither
sure
do
if you plead for your lives, he might spare you. Just quit it. And then the other guard is going to be sitting on the ground, and she.
So they're again starting their turn within 10 feet of me.
Yep. What do they need?
So the Constitution saving throw, it has to be at least 13.
It was not 13.
Was it less than 13?
Oh yes.
Okay. Then they take 2 necrotic damage from my halo spores.
Oof. That is
Do
ouch.
they need to be healed?
They tried to stand up and slip and fall and are now face first, like with their butt in the air,
That's gross.
in the ground. Ritz, it's your turn.
How's Sal looking right now? Sal, how you looking?
Like a warforged.
How many dents are in him so far? Are you dented, Sal?
Sal?
Am I unmuted now?
Yes.
you
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
was just about to say, did we lose Sal too?
Is it contagious?
I'm I'm fairly dented up. I might even, if I'm remembering the rules right, I might even look bloodied.
Oh, no, you're oiled. All right, let's heal
Oiled.
you. All right, so you take back 8.
All right.
That's my bonus action. And then the one engaged with Lyra needs to make a wisdom save. Hopefully a bad one.
That's a nat 1.
Ooh, that's a d12 worth of necrotic damage then.
Oof.
That's a 5 damage.
He dies.
Nuh-uh.
He gets hit with 5 necrotic damage and then crumples to the floor. What's the necrotic damage look like when it hits him?
Black blood from the ears.
So, Lyra, you see him standing in front of you, and then the black blood starts to fall out of his ears, and his face goes from angry, almost confused, and then his eyes kind of go blank, and he just crumples to the floor in front of you.
I just kind of stand there in shock for a second, like not knowing what just happened. Or not understanding what just happened.
Bramblespore, it's your turn.
Well, upon hearing that, I'm afraid to attack because now my attacks do necrotic damage, and I don't want to instant kill this person. So I kind of just want to pin them down using now my Warhammer, and look at, is it Mila Swift Arrow?
Yep.
And tell her to stand down.
Give me a persuasion check.
15.
What do you say?
That was pretty much what I say, is stand down while I'm holding the other person now face down in,
All right. She's going to look over at you and then look at her dead comrade, and then she's going to get a little angry. I thought you were heroes.
Doesn't mean we have to surrender and go to prison.
Well, Sal, it's your turn now. And Mila has looked away from you, so she's not looking at you right now.
Oh, that's tempting.
Smack her on the head.
Do it.
I'll equip my shield and draw my sword in a flourish as I'll look at her and try to make eye contact again and say I am done throwing myself at the mercy of tyrants. And I will use a superiority die to trip attack.
Remember to add your bonus to the roll.
+4, okay, so that...
Oh, damn it. Would that have worked with Eldritch Blast?
It would have, but I also should have. I think you were still within range of Bramblespore, so I should have made you roll with disadvantage, so it cancels itself out.
No, I moved out of the way, though.
The first time?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I moved out like the first moment I could.
You rolled what, a 7? Was one of your misses?
Yes.
4 wouldn't have changed that one.
The other one was an 11.
4 possibly would have changed that one, but it would have needed to be a 4.
Could I have a second? Could I have another Eldritch Blast back when I get my turn?
Fine.
Yes.
All right. So 17 plus a d4, 21 to hit.
That hits.
We'll take... Why is that rolling 2? What the hell? One-handed damage is 10, plus I add a d8. 17 slashing damage to the back of her calves, and has to make a strength DC 13 or fall prone.
She is now prone.
And how does she look damage-wise?
She's not happy.
It doesn't have to go like this, Milo. We can help you. I know there's a resistance fighting for their freedom in your town. We can join that resistance. Tell me what they did to you to make you turn against your own town.
You don't understand.
Make me understand.
If I don't come back with you, I might as well be dead. If I'm not dead, they're gonna kill my family.
Where are they keeping your family?
The center of town. You won't get anywhere near there. They'll kill them unless I'm dead. So you're either gonna kill me or I'm gonna take you in.
Does it have to be all?
All what?
All of us. Can you just say you saw Sal here? And
Well, I mean, I'm already missing a few of you, but I'm gonna capture everyone I can.
No, not what said. Can you only bring one in?
And she's gonna look down to the girl on the ground. No, I have to bring everyone I find.
Well, what if
Fortunately, you didn't find us.
What if you didn't find us? You found one, and that one gets you family out.
You think we haven't tried?
You haven't tried with us?
It's been 9 months. You're just gonna come back and save the town? When things get rough again, you're just gonna leave again?
I didn't say save the town. I said get family out so they don't have. So you free.
They're not the only ones. My family's the one being threatened now, but if we break them out and leave, then everybody else pays for it. I'm not doing that. That's not a choice to me. These are my friends and my family.
These are friends and my family.
Yeah, and I
Trying
have a
to-
choice. If it's between your friends and your family or my friends and my family, I know where I stand. You left us. I'm doing what I can to make sure everybody survives. This is a lot longer than a 6-second conversation.
Yeah.
All that was just conveyed through emotions and body language.
Just eyes. Just
Yeah.
you can tell through the eyes.
And they were also talking really, really fast.
They all
Yep.
have like very animated eyebrows.
Just wiggling back and forth.
So, Wren, do you do anything else on your turn? Because Sal done did messed her up a little bit. One dude is dead. The other one is being held down with her face in unspeakable places. And I mean, I got to imagine that the one whose head is being held down in what's essentially a river of shit is also unable to breathe or is breathing in the shit. So
That's gross.
this is
I mean, I'm not holding her down so much that, like, she's got her face buried in it. It's more so, just so she can't get up.
okay. That's good clarification.
I'm not that evil.
Well, then how evil are you?
In character, I'm not.
Okay. So what do you do, Wren?
She's still on the table. She's gonna hold another Eldritch Blast to shoot at Mila if it looks like she's hitting Sal too hard or somebody else too hard.
Okay. Lyra.
Right. Milo, what would happen if we were to take out the head guy? Like, if the head guy went down, would the rest crumble? Or the rest give up? Or,
What head guy?
I don't know, Captain Devlin or whatever the crap his name is.
They just replace him.
There's nothing that you can think of that we can do to get us all out of this and get the town. Let us help you help the town, so that we don't have to fight like this.
I don't know. I can't. We've been trying. We tried. I gave up. I'm doing what I can to keep everybody alive. I don't see a way out of this. And she's gonna look over at the one that's face down, and she looks back up at Sal and goes, "If you let us leave, we'll give you a day's head start. We'll leave you alone until tomorrow, and then we'll keep looking. You give us a moment to regroup, and we'll let you regroup. We can just pretend this didn't happen yet, but let her go."
They're about to lose, and now they want to give up.
Well, I mean, part of me thinks too that if the girl wasn't here, Mila might be more willing to talk, but I don't want to kill the girl. Can I? It's still my turn, right? Technically.
Yep.
Okay. Can I non-lethally throw the dagger at her, the girl?
No.
Do not like try to knock her in the head. Darn it! All right, fine.
Once you throw it, it becomes a projectile.
Okay. Well, no, is she within walking distance?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to go.
stepping
Yeah,
in
I
the
don't want to.
shit.
I'm not stepping in the shit. I'm sorry. I'm never stepping in the shit.
This
But
has
you
become
could be
the
a
ultimate
hero.
event.
I know, character or not, a character would not be stepping in the shit.
Be
That's
the
why I thought I
hero.
would throw something. Can I throw a bottle at her and not kill her?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick
I
up
will.
a bottle and throw it at her head.
Wow.
Or I'm overthinking this and I'm gonna smack a girl in the head with the bottle and Milo's gonna get even more pissed. So, could go either way.
Can't be mad if she's dead, I'm just saying.
Either way, I'm fine with this.
So roll.
I like
I think it's a CV. Yeah, you're gonna give me a D20 for your attack plus your strength modifier.
7, and then strength is +0, so just 7.
Okay, that doesn't hit. So you throw a bottle and it just kind of smashes on the floor, and now there's shit and broken glass on the floor. The perfect recipe for an infection if somebody steps on it barefoot.
I feel like kind of under my breath that shit,
Why
I
do
was
I-
trying something.
Why do I feel like we're gonna unintentionally be committing war crimes?
I know.
So
All
any
right, I
crime
guess
if you get
it's the end of
caught.
my turn.
So back to the top. You hear from the girl underneath you, Bramblespore.
Yes.
I give up. I give up. I give up. I'm sorry.
I accept your surrender.
And Mila says, "Let us go." And she starts to stand up, and she starts walking over to the girl on the ground and tries to see if you'll let her help her up or not.
I'll allow it.
She helps her up, and they
Surprise
both
attack.
start walking
Instant
away to the door. Does anybody stop that?
I'm gonna move in front of the door, but I'm gonna put my weapons and everything away. Or I'll put my sword away, but keep the shield. I can't pretend this didn't happen, Mila. Quick team meeting to see if everyone's on board with me here. We gotta do whatever we can to save your family and the people of Meyerfield. We're gonna have to break the guards' hold on the town, and then we're gonna have to evacuate the town, because the Ironclad Legion is not gonna stop coming. They will always send more and stronger people.
Mila runs at you and tries to tackle you. That's a nat 1. As she runs at you, she tries to go, "Run! I'll grab him!" And
Was
she
this still
runs.
within 10 feet of me?
No, they had been making their way to the door, and Sal blocked the doorway. So no.
Okay.
And she yells to the girl that she had lifted up, "Get out of here! I'll stop him!" And then takes off at a full sprint towards Sal, and then runs face first into the giant metal man and slips and falls, like kind of at his feet, as the other girl tries to run around Sal, if Sal lets her.
No. As she's running, we're not going to kill you. And as she's falling, can I try and like wrap Mila up in like a comforting hug kind of deal?
Aw.
You can,
Uh-huh.
but if you do that, the other one's going to make it past. Or are you going to also try and do something to stop her?
Did I cast Hold Person on the other one?
Can, if you've got the spell.
I do. DC 14 Wisdom.
No, she does not make that.
Simon says freeze.
He freezes in place. She's about to grab the door, and she is frozen in place. And Mila is
Yep.
broken down into full tears, just sobbing uncontrollably on the floor, or, well, in the hug by Sal.
I'll start slowly like patting her back. Look, I'm sorry we left, but we went somewhere where time was weird. It's been 2 days for us, and I'm sorry you've had to deal with this for 9 months, but we're back. We can help you. And I'm going to look around to everybody else and be like, questioningly to them, we want to help you, right?
Yes, we want to help. Or I want to help.
As long as they're not trying to kill us.
Right.
You did smack friend, but other than that, we want to help.
And she is just sitting on the floor sobbing. She's not talking, but combat is over. And the one that's held, does hold person stop them from talking, like moving at all, or just?
They are paralyzed, so I think that
Yep.
does
Okay.
consider it.
Yeah. So she's just kind of sitting there, or standing there, paralyzed.
I move her away from the door.
And then you're going to hear out of nowhere, you only got about 30 seconds left. Quick, tie her up.
Lyra will come out. Is there any rope in the back where I was?
I take some of the strands of myconid from my head and use it as a rope to tie her up with.
And she's
I mean,
tied up.
Are they covered in poop because you were covered in poop?
Yeah, how much
Yes.
poop is there
I mean,
now?
she's covered in poop because she's laying face down in
Oh,
it.
that's true. I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Is there anybody still in this bar? Because that was a lot of pooping going on.
Saren is still standing at the back of the bar with his hands up, and he is just like, if you look at him, his eyes are wide, his jaw is all the way open. Just, what did you do?
So the results of that drink you gave me, not good for human consumption, I think.
Who's gonna clean all this up?
To be fair, you did give him the drink that caused this.
You trying to
wrong.
blame me for this shitstorm?
Yes.
So, but as you guys
and
are
I think we
discussing,
found a name for your new drink.
I don't like the implication there. But the door behind you all is going to open, and you're going to see 5 heads kind of poke in around the frame, as well as the original Chad guy is going to step in and go, what happened?
Do I see the bunny person that sold us out?
The bunny is down in between the legs of Chad.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm making very aggressive eye contact with that rabbit.
Chad's going to look at you all and go, you were all supposed to go, get escorted by them outside, and then we would ambush them and free you. What did you do?
I drank something that didn't agree with me.
Oh my god. Maxwell, can you handle this? And a guy's going to step in. He's got curly hair and a nice suit on, and he's going to wiggle his fingers and basically start casting prestidigitation on the floor and the furniture and the people and the clothes. And he's slowly but surely trying to clean up the shit.
Have I stopped shitting myself yet?
Yes, you are. Your stomach doesn't feel great, but it's no longer coming out.
Oh, good.
Roll to stop shitting, please. Thank you.
So if you guys want to get out of here, we gotta go now.
All right,
we got a
let's go.
plan, but we gotta bounce. And a wagon pulled by a horse is going to pull up, and a little tiny girl with a ponytail is going to step out from the side of Chad, and it looks like cast a spell as a door opens next to the not where the wagon door normally would be. It almost looks just like a wall of a wagon, and a door opens there. She goes, "Let's get inside."
I go through the door.
That other guard, is he dead, or can we stabilize him?
What other guard?
The one that collapse in front of me.
You killed somebody? I mean, we should probably just kill them all and get out of here. I'm assuming you want them dead because they're chasing after you.
You'd be incorrect.
We
You want to save them?
just spent so long trying not to kill them. Yes, no, they stay alive.
So he's gonna grab the girl that's behind him, whisper in her ear. She's gonna look in, see the guy on the floor, and you see a little bit of a glowing green hue to him. And she's gonna go, he'll live, but we gotta go.
All right, I'm going to look at the bartender. This is what happened. They came in to get us. There was a fight. You need compensation from the Ironclad Legion for the damage that was done to your bar after we kicked open the door and we ran. And then they chased us. You have no idea where any of us went, but they were hot on our heels the entire time. And I'll walk over and scoop up the unconscious guy and put my arm around Mila and be like, let's go.
Chad's gonna put his hand to your chest and go, whoa, they ain't coming with us.
They're coming with us.
No.
We might not be going with you.
They're chasing you. Why would you? We're trying to get away from them.
Their hometown got sacked because of us. We're going to fix that.
Well, yes, we're gonna fix that, but not with them right now.
We have a better chance if they don't know that we're local. They don't know that they don't realize that we're here or that they found us.
Roll persuasion.
21.
Hell yeah.
All right, but they stay tied up.
That's fine. Let's go. And I'll go around the oh no, they cleaned it up. I'll go straight ahead and is the girl cleaned up too? Please tell me yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna put that girl's arm around me and start moving towards the door.
Okay. You jumping in the borderline interdimensional type door that just popped up, or extra dimensional door? Sorry,
This
that
is
popped up on
terrifying
the
to
side
do
of the
again.
wagon.
This is terrifying to do yet again, but yes, I'm going through the interdimensional looking door with the girl.
Beautiful. So that is Bramblespore and Lyra and what was her name? You don't know her name.
Bird number
No, we
two.
don't know.
Lyra. And you said, Sal, you grabbed the male guard that was downed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still unconscious. I'm going to look around for a peacock. It's probably floating around here somewhere.
Oh yeah.
What are you looking for? That's Chad. Chad's going, what are you looking for?
There's a peacock that's been following us ever since we came out of the last extra dimensional portal.
Ah, he's inside. He followed me and Ritz out, and when Ritz went back, he stayed with me.
All right, let's go.
Anybody have an objection to just jumping into the wagon extra dimensional door?
Yeah. Bren's going to be looking at it very suspiciously. Just look over to Sal like,
I know it can't be one of these has got to take us to a safe place. And by the laws of averages, it's probably going to be this one.
you're math bad. But she's going to go through.
The optimism. What the
So
fuck
you
is
all
math?
You all step through the
It's
portal.
the universal language, Sal.
You all step through this portal, and you are met with a magnificent foyer with multiple chambers.
If we're back in the
And rooms.
fucking thing,
It looks like a magnificent mansion of some sort.
Warrior Man,
What? It's a mansion.
are we back in the fucking game?
What game?
The, like,
Arcane Circle?
yeah.
No.
Okay.
It is a very warm, fresh, clean, and cozy style mansion, and seems to be decorated with a couple of different styles. There's a bunch of near transparent servants inside that seem to be setting up food and cleaning and dusting and taking equipment from the others that jumped in before you. And as you step inside, Chad jumps through and closes the door behind him. He's like, "Oh man, that was close." So we were hoping this would be a little bit of a different introduction, but yeah, welcome.
Wait, you were hoping to meet us, to run into us?
Well, I mean, we knew who you were when we saw you walk through town. We figured you might need a way out, and Bryn has been trying to find you for a while. So
you're associated with Bryn? Who's we?
us, and he's gonna wave over. There's just 5 of them standing there. You may have heard of us. We do shows all over the place. We're the Melodious Misfits, and you've met me. I'm Chad.
I high five him. Yeah, Chad.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could handle some introductions if you all want.
Yeah.
All right. This is one of our roadies. That's Brian. I don't know his last name. We just call him Brian. This little guy, he is a little shithead. And he points to the bunny man. His name is Demi Lapon. Sorry, it's hard for me to get that. His name is Demi Lapon.
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 Add more French to it.
Lapon. Demi le pas.
Stupid bunny.
And the bunny does a deep bow, and he's gonna go on my buddy over here who did a little bit of the cleaning. His name is Maxwell Fredanami. He's got a pretty great voice. Great voice. It's beautiful. If you ever get a chance to listen to him sing, promise. He's just got a little bit of an ego on him. And then of course our fearless leader, our manager, the one who helped set this whole thing up, and she's going to walk over and take a deep bow and put her hand out.
Shake hands.
I guess I'll shake her hand, yeah.
She goes, "Yeah, nice to meet you. My name is Duty Jench." Hello.
Hi.
Ara. Yeah.
What?
Oh God.
Do you like my magnificent mansion, Uwu?
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
I can't.
I end my wild shape and turn back into a gnome. This is a lovely place you have here.
Oh, thank you, Uwu. You can call me Duty.
Duty. Such a child.
You can call me Silver. Adu.
Konnichiwa, I'm Bramblespore.
I know all about you. Myself and Bryn Ironheart, we actually are the leaders of the Resistance, Uwu.
I don't think we realized that I didn't realize that Bryn was the leader of the Resistance, but that's awesome that you're associated with her.
Yes, Bryn handles the troops. I handle all of the tactics.
That's very kawaii of you.
Um,
I'm just imagining that this whole conversation is happening, and like Rin and Sal are just in the back, just like absolutely baffled. just like, huh?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of like Sal just watching people talk, moving his head back and forth.
Yeah, and Rin's just like, I don't know either.
I think I was wrong. I think jumping through that portal fucked us up.
In case you haven't figured it out yet, this is Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion with the door on the side of a wagon so we can move it. We have about 24 hours before we have to leave. By the time we leave, we will be inside Millfield.
Well, that's
Okay,
convenient.
something I understand. How many guards are there? Like, who's in charge? Where are these prisoners that they're threatening being kept? Like, you handle the tactics of it, so let's start talking tactics. How are we doing this thing?
Oh, yes,
God damn.
follow me. So she's going to lead you into a table, a room with a big table that seems to have a scale model of the town of Millfield. You're going to see that all of the trees around Millfield have been trimmed. As been pointed out in a previous session, that does appear to make Millfield look bigger and also gives a clean line of sight from the walls for hundreds of yards. On the table surrounding Millfield are caravans as well as guard outposts that seem to have been built or are being built. And then all of the housing has been moved to the center, surrounded by guard housing on the outside. And she points to the rusty sword and says, "This is about the only place that isn't completely locked down. If we can get in to the back of the rusty sword, we can offload you into the basement, and from there we can try and fight our way from the inside out. We have one of the leaders, which I didn't expect to see, in Mila. She's been the largest collaborator with the Ironclad Legion for about 6 months now.
Well, her family's been kept locked up and threatened, so I don't feel like she's had much of a choice,
Yeah,
Well-
I don't know how much collaboration it is as coercion.
right?
From what I've been told, she spent about 3 months resisting between being in a stockade and watching other townsfolk being beheaded in front of her until she decided to give in. She was beaten, starved, tortured. Yes, that sounds about right. Yes, she was tortured, and Bryn is the one that finally convinced her to see reason that she had to give in for her own safety and for the safety of others. But she's been left in the dark about her actions, Uwu.
Why do you do that?
Well, so that she's not aware of what's going on, and that if she ever becomes compromised, she can't ruin our plans.
I wait for
Well-
her to say it.
Alright.
Yeah. And she stands there and goes, "But with all of you, I think we have a plan that might work. I need Bryn. When we meet Bryn, we'll be able to go over it completely. The gist of it is we planned to use you as bait. And then she's going to put one leg up and put her hand up with her pointer and middle finger up like a V, and then cock her head to the side.
I mean, that sounds like a good plan.
Not that I'm adverse to being bait necessarily, but I'm better at being stealthy. I feel like I should be kind of on the outskirts and attacking from the dark if I can.
If Bryn is to be believed, she has contacts with other cities around the nation, and if we can time it properly, we will start a little bit of a riot inside the town as the guards surrounding the town deal with a siege from outside. If we cause enough of a distraction, hopefully we can get away with killing Devlin in the process.
Okay. Well, I'd be happy to
Devlin's there?
sneak through and take Devlin out.
Say that again?
Devlin's there still?
Still, no, he came back for the celebration.
I was saying I'd be happy to be the one to sneak through the crowd and in the chaos and take him out.
Well, that's why we're going. We were hired by the Ironclad Legion to play for the Harmony's Embrace Festival celebration in 4 days, which is when Millfield is doing it for security reasons. Ooh,
All right.
if we can get us all in and figure out exactly where you all can shine, maybe, just maybe, we can kill Devlin and hopefully make the rest of the Ironclad Legion that's there decide to leave and that it's not worth it to stick around. But that's my plan. Unless you've got a better one, I'm happy to listen.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me so far, yeah.
I'm not crazy about being bait, but I think it's a decent idea. I think Lyra had a good point too, though. She is much more useful when no one else knows she's there. So sneaking around and she's pretty good at it.
According to Bryn, you are all legendary heroes, tactical geniuses, and it was a little hard to recognize you at first, as she said that we would recognize you by your garb. She said that you all wore outfits that represented her bar, her tavern, and I don't see that, but she did say that you were all geniuses, and that's why she handpicked you to save the town.
And you were able to confirm it was us when you heard us talking about how great the rusty sword was to her brother, right?
Potentially. And she's going to look over to Ryan, and Ryan's going to be like, yeah. And for reference, none of you realized Ryan followed you into the room. Ryan just happens to be like there, and he's kind of creepy, and you're like, what the shit? The hell, Ryan? What are you doing here?
Fucking Ryan.
Yeah, he just shows up. So are you willing to help us?
I think we should be able to lend some assistance. I look to the rest of the group.
I'm game to
Yeah.
help.
I'm in.
Sure.
All right. We're going to need each of you to manage at least one portion of the operation. I can't do this voice, for the love of God. I'm going to need each of you to run one portion of the operation. Once we arrive, you'll all we'll have to divvy up the roles, and you'll all have command of at least some sort of a squadron, and we'll finalize everything over the next few days. In the meantime, feel free to eat. And she's going to clap her hands, and a bunch of the almost translucent servants are going to walk in with a whole bunch of food.
Time to eat.
Yeah. Are there plates? Lyra will grab a platter, whatever to grab. Lyra will grab one of those if there's one. Start checking out the food and filling up a plate.
Beautiful. And then Duty Jench is going to walk over to Sal and go, You look like you would be the one to lead troops, correct? You would be a good defensive specialist?
I can do that, yeah.
How much magic do you know?
None.
Okay, let me introduce you to our hired magic specialist. She's going to wave her hands, and a very thin, almost kind of looks like Jaime Lannister looking man walks in. Like, if you remember Jaime Lannister. Everybody remembers Jaime Lannister, right?
Of course.
Beautiful. He walks in. He's got robes on. He's got a very chiseled jaw, perfect hair.
One hand.
And he's not that version, the earlier version, but without the sibling incest. And he bows deep and he says, "A pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Horatio Bartholomew Montgomery II." And that's where we're going to end the session tonight.
I am the worst. Who is that?
That is the father of the mage we killed in the trial.
You don't know that.
Well, he's one
he
of.
could be the older brother or the younger.
Wait,
Yeah.
wasn't Bartholomew was he the third?
Yes.
He was the third.
Because didn't he say he was the son of the first? And we were confused.
Yeah.
Oh.
So who's the?
I didn't think that's
yeah.
how that worked. I thought
No,
it
it's
went like
not.
junior, second, third, in like subsequent generations.
Yeah, well,
No,
I think it
because
goes.
it doesn't have to be
in-
direct. It doesn't have to be like the direct descendant, like the son grandson type thing. It could also be like nephews and just same bloodline, basically.
Okay.
Interesting.
So kind of like how George Foreman named all of his sons and daughters George. There's George the first, second, third, fourth, and however many kids Foreman had.
Pretty much.
All right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I need an encyclopedia.
I am so sorry. I heard when I was editing the one episode of the Duty Gench thing, I immediately went, I need to use that for a character name. And then if we're going to blame anybody, there's one person in this group that gave me the idea of what her personality was.
I am so sorry.
So that's disadvantage all next game, right?
Oh no, that's advantage.
Yeah, this was a full conversation with Aaron is what made me go, oh, all right. You want an uwu, ara, kawaii, genius girl who pitches good ideas and is actually useful?
Nope, don't want that.
Well, too bad. That's what you get.
I was gonna
In
say,
all
I
fairness,
feel,
Jim started it by sending me a video.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is very much like Breath of the Wild and the little.
Oh boy, yeah. What is her name?
I don't remember. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, is this Pa? We have Pa name, but
this is. None of you have played Genshin Impact. I'm going to assume.
A little bit, not a lot.
Have you gotten far enough to where you got to Inazuma, and there is the Raiden Shogun, and she's attacking, but there's a resistance in Inazuma, and it's led by supposedly a strategic genius named Sangonomiya Kokomi, and you hear her talk, and it is not the voice you would expect from a strategic genius.
I have not yet.
Hold on.
Oh god, that's awesome. That has become one of my new favorite things.
Here, I just linked it. It's just a couple seconds listening to that, and supposedly she's the strategic genius for the entire resistance against a god or godlike character. And I immediately went when we were talking about this that all right, I'm gonna do my best to hit that note, but make it obnoxious.
I'm not going to listen to that for fear that I'll be swayed to join the Iron Clan Legion and just cleanse the land with blood.
It's not. It's nowhere near as bad as you're thinking.
No, I have ratcheted it up until like I ratcheted it up a little bit much just to be obnoxious because I knew Lewis wouldn't like it. I don't know whose reaction I enjoy more, the complete confusion of Cat and Sapper or the absolute disgust of Lewis.
She sounds like she is 12.
Yep.
I knew it was like, I knew it was an anime reference, but I didn't know which anime. And again, after a while, it was like, is this Pura? Like, who is it? So I knew it was anime, but I imagine Sapper is just like, huh? Especially like when the Japanese came out.
Oh good, that's what I pictured.
I wish I mean, I'm glad that there's no cams, but I kind of wish that there was cam just for like the live reaction of Sapper's face.
As always, you can find us on Threads at Our Critty Podcast with no spaces, and on TikTok at our.critty.podcast. New episodes release every other week, typically on Friday at 8 a.m. barring production issues. We look forward to hopefully hearing from you if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or just want to talk D&D. Honestly, we're open to just talking D&D. Now, individually, we don't all have social media, but one of us does. So what do you have, Lewis?
I have my Instagram, Cruz, that's CRUZ, card collection at Instagram. And I have an Etsy store slowly building up its inventory. That is Triple C's Binder.